From just reading the description, Millennium Actress appears to be a simplistic plot about a retired actress who is reminiscing about her life, but upon viewing you'll find this story is filled with Japanese culture, Japanese history, and also hints of allegory, all woven together by the beautiful cinematography of Satoshi Kon. The plot of this movie revolves around the life of Choko Fujiwara, who is a very popular actor, now retired. In fact, so popular that years after she retired, her production company she worked for had to be torn down. One of her most loyal and devoted fans, Genya, seeks her out to interview her and to create a special honoring her life's work when he is taken for an adventure through her life. It could be said that Millennium Actress is a story of obsession. While partially true, its real beauty lies beyond that face value. Our journey through Choko's memories begin at childhood and continue through the peak of her career, witnessing her being handpicked to be an actress at teenage years and seeing her first encounter with her lifelong love, which shapes her future as she chases after him. Generally, when a character becomes obsessed with an unrequited love and references it often, I get turned off to it, but in Choko's case, it actually becomes her inspiration to continue pushing forward and doing the best she can. I love the way that Genya and Kyoji played off of each other because they're so different. Genya was so excited and so positive about everything because he's watching the memory and the lifetime of his favorite idol unfold before him, as where Kyoji is very skeptical and he's making sarcastic remarks, and at times he even voices the opinion of the viewer themselves. But what I love most about Millennium Actress is the beautiful cinematography. Choko, with her undying love, it makes her act out the roles that she's in very well, and it makes it feel as if either she lived in these parts or the movies themselves were actually written around her life. In fact, as you're watching this movies, her memories will get mixed up with some of the movies that she's acted in, and even though the parts that she's playing in the movie are still relevant to her life because she acts them out so well due to her experiences, it still tells a briefly different story in these parts, though the theme of it all is consistent and flows through beautifully. The transitions are so beautifully blended that characters will step out of a movie into reality and then again into a different movie so effortlessly and seamlessly due to the beautiful cinematography. There's a wide variety of genres of movies that she's played in, from sci-fi to drama, even Shambara and kaiju films too. I did catch a few references to some old Japanese movies here, such as there's a Godzilla reference. I caught a few references to some Akira Kurosawa films, namely, there was this reference that I caught from Throne of Blood with the ghost in the forest scene from the beginning of that movie. As you can see, this movie really gets you thinking, aside from references to Japanese history or culture, so I could watch this movie 5 or 10 more times and still come away finding new little things about it each time. The artwork is also beautiful. They put a lot of attention to detail in the settings and the characters with the clothing and everything, which is appreciated because they do go through a lot of different time scenes because of the different genres of the movies represented. The music is just as beautiful as the animation, switching between genres. We have classical, orchestral, we have something a bit more modern and upbeat like techno at times. This comes as no surprise to me because the soundtrack was created by Susumu Hirasawa, which also created the soundtrack for Berserk. The Japanese voice acting was beautiful as well, breathing life into these characters, and unfortunately there is no English dub at this time. My overall score of Millennium Actress is a 9 out of 10. I would have rated this higher, but I felt that the overall story of Choko's life was really an afterthought when compared to all of the effort that went into creating these scenes and the other characters. Whenever I think about Millennium Actress or talk about it to others, we never really talk about the story of her life itself. It's always about all of the other details that are added in all of these scenes and not her actual life. But nonetheless, I highly recommend Millennium Actress. It's a great movie, it's really beautiful. Go ahead and check it out. And if you've seen Millennium Actress, then let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Did you spot anything in the movie that I didn't mention here? I'm curious to see about that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.